Hey everyone, welcome back to Play It Cast It with your host Paraka the Goblin, and even though Ghost is currently MIA for this episode, we are actually going to be doing a live reaction to a independent Monster Tamer Direct. Basically what that is a lot of independent developers kind of got together, looked upon Pokemon, and thought to themselves, why, yes, I can do better. And quite honestly, I think I could believe them. I've seen a couple little sneak peeks about a couple of these throughout Twitter and other social media and stuff. It makes me kind of excited to see what we got going on. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of predict, of course, with a couple of sneak peeks. I'm going to see some stuff that I'm actually excited to see, such as this Photogeist game that you'll probably hear me gush about and all that when I finally actually see it, but I've not seen anything about the video itself. We'll probably see a bunch of random, like maybe pixelated type of Pokemon games. We'll probably see something very similar to Nexomon. We might even see a Nexomon sequel. And Nexomon, if some of them you guys haven't known, is basically like a kind of one-to-one type of copy to Pokemon, but they changed a lot of the typings and weaknesses, and they try to make it a much darker story. But overall, apparently a lot of people do genuinely like that. So I do expect that. I probably even expect some Temtem, which is a really goofy name, but Temtem has some DLC might be coming up here in the future, and we might be seeing some stuff with that as well. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and just hop into this and see what we can do in a live reaction with just me. So let's go ahead and get that going.
Hey, what's going on?
Goes really quick and immediate. All right, right on into it.
We have had a lot of development since
This is actually the first time I've actually met this, or actually like been introduced to this guy, so it was kind of crazy. I'm actually surprised that I didn't know something like this was even existing, so.
We've got announcements, we've got updates, and more. So if you're a fan of monster taming, this is definitely going to be the place to be, as this channel covers the genre exclusively. Also, don't forget to share this event with your friends.
I do have some hope that this might actually get some interesting like RPGs out there that are maybe similar to Pokemon, but like in its own unique way too. So I'm excited, and I'll be using those hashtags as well for our live reaction.
Co-host of Barry Bandit, an aspiring monster taming YouTuber who's going to get us started. Take it away, buddy.
Appreciate the invite. I'm Barry Bandit. As Ed mentioned, my channel is dedicated to providing daily coverage of monster taming games.
I feel like I'm gonna probably be kind of like the outsider reaction to this, because like a lot of these guys are kind of, from my understanding with this cursory research, a lot of these guys are like very well known in the monster taming RPG stuff. Ah yeah, cassette piece. This actually looks kind of cool. I've seen a couple of videos previous to this. It's kind of like a pseudo like action RPG a little bit, you know? I kind of like it.
Hey, this is Jay from Business Studio.
I guess apparently I'm not thinking of it wrong.
We wanted to say thanks so much to the monster taming community for all your support and enthusiasm you've had since the release of cassette pieces earlier this year. Right now we're working hard on the recently announced multiplayer update, as well as looking forward to the release of our DLC, Peer of the Unknown, later this year. We hope you continue to enjoy the world of New World.
I'll definitely be giving this one a go, like eventually. I'm half expecting it to get a physical, either through LRG or Super Rare. So keep in touch with that, I guess, if you're all into a physical collection. Moonstone Island. I haven't heard of this one. It's kind of like a card battle game. All right. Yeah. Honestly, ever since like Bat and Katos, like they ruined all other like card-based games for me just because it just played so well. Like if any indie developer can actually make something like that, monster taming or otherwise, like, dude, you got my eternal support. Like, I will be very excited. Memes. And they're really just firing off like real quick too. That dude looked very much like a Bob, yes. indies be making better animations than actual Pokemon with this one. That's actually kind of hilarious. I like that. Sir Crowbar. Yep, I'm sold. I'm sold. That's hilarious. I like that. That dude's actually kind of like, honestly, I've never seen this before, but that little crow dude, I really dig that. I really dig that design. Got a couple of like Lovecraftian characters in there, I guess. I've noticed a couple of these like games that they come out with, they like stick with like the inspirations of the starter Pokemon. They're like, nope, everything's got to be like super cute now. We can't grow any better. I'll allow it. Like even their evolutions are like slightly less cute. Some of those designs I could see like actually in like official Pokemon thing too. Darkrai. Reshiram Darkrai. Oh, it's only on Roblox? What? I didn't know that is even a thing, dude. Well, I should probably not be that surprised. From what I heard, like, Roblox has a lot of really goofy shit that it's done it that's, like, plays completely different than what Roblox actually is known for. So. Third-person monster shooter? Okay. Does feel like it's probably a roguelike as well. This kind of has that roguelike vibe to it. Oh, she transforms into him. That's pretty cool. Using Monster Fusion. I remember when they were like you were fusing monsters with one of the original Dragon Quest monsters. I didn't know much of the like high-end bosses because I never really got to play many Dragon Quests into like a late stage. And like I thought that was like the most creative thing. Found out that it was like the third most popular game that ever really used that type of fusion thing even back then. Man, that would... I'm pretty sure I'd be sucking at this game because the depth perception doesn't look that great. Like, I hope they could do something with that because that... I don't know if I'm going to be hitting crap at all.
Very impressive, isn't it? Ah, where did you come from?
Better voice acting than me.
To the boss. The Dark Shaman.
Dark Shaman.
Dark Shaman? Yeah, that was me. For it is I, Ember Eclair.
Ember Donut.
Right, I'm the legendary myth caller. Behold my muscles.
That's cute though. Honestly, I don't want to rag on too many indies. Like, they try to put that stuff together, so that's all good.
Definitely not a bad way to start off, and that was just a taste of what's to come. Next, we have several upcoming RPGs who have brought
This is
forth new
apparently an
content
hour
shows.
long, and we're already only 10 minutes into this. This is crazy.
Enthusiasts, which is natural for the monster taming genre. This should be quite the ride.
That just tells me that, like, with that many people just already firing off, they've probably like announced what one new game every minute, and that's like 7-8 games that they did already. That's a whole lot to chew on. Anime intro. Kind of reminds me of those old Newgrounds like music videos. Like, I thought that shit was always hilarious and like watched them when I was a kid. Vague exposition. Is this kind of like a Monster Taming point and click adventure? Is it Shin Megami Tensei Extreme? I legitimately feel like this was truly inspired by those old music videos on Newgrounds. Not gonna lie, like the guys who all had those pseudo Dragon Ball Z avatars trying to sing all the Linkin Park songs and stuff. Yeah, I'm feeling those vibes. Okay, kind of looks like it's gonna play a lot like Earthbound, Undertale, stuff like that. Hylix. Hylix was good though. I really liked that. It was really trippy. They're fighting silhouettes? Hit the shadows. Become the shadows. Befriend the shadows. Project Wretched Garden. Pry into the void. See, this kind of gives me the old Digimon World vibes and stuff. I kind of miss when you could actually just have a series of characters follow you around and stuff quite a bit. Keyword number 1, energy. Oh, so they like have a shared energy pool. I don't think I like that. That's just gonna suck. Just gonna have one dude that just becomes the giant titan wall. It's like, I will protect you, little ones. None of my other characters will ever evolve because of that. Because every time I'll give them, they're just gonna splash water on somebody. It's like, oh, that was refreshing. And I'm like, well, damn. Energy and mana? Types are total. When a creature uses a move and it has a mana of that type, it has a chance. Okay, so it's kind of like a booster, essentially. Okay. That's not as annoying as I was thinking it would be. Three mana, you get to boost it. Extreme. I really do kind of like that weird acorn dude. He's kind of growing on me, even though it's just like this short little thing. But like, I kind of like the way this looks, though. It kind of has that like classic Super Nintendo RPG vibe. I'm all about that. I'll give that a go. This creature's world is currently in production. This kind of looks like Monster Harvest too. I tried that a little bit. Very simplistic, like Harvest Moon meets Pokemon, basically. Not too bad, but it wasn't anything special. Got a lot of vibes like that. It looks like a slow pace too, though. Better be a run button. I do say I can respect the Pokemon wannabe community, like really changing up the overworld pixels and like art styles so they don't look all like cheap knockoffs, as it were, to Pokemon itself, because that was like a huge problem for a while. Battle. I'm not sure I like that. Like you don't even get to see him a little bit, in a bigger condition. No high-res pixel art for me moving around doing animations. Bumpino. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to enjoy this one. This one seems like it really is, like, very slow. Like, 2 RPG standards, too. They should probably have ways to kind of amp up the animations for this and stuff. It's probably still early. Like, I'm not gonna rag on it too much, but that in of itself does look like it does need to pick up the pace in some of the animations. That was a murderous smile. Damn. Wizabist. Pokemon meets Fire Emblem. Handle a dangerous gang. Who apparently all look like Orange Piccolo. All of them look like Orange Piccolo. Every single one of them. Pay off your student debt. The real winner in this whole game right there. Just paying it all off. With animal fights. Dragimon. Welcome to the washing machine world. Yikes. And that's going to be highly distracting trying to play that game. Dude, I'm just here to wash underwear. I don't need to be having a philosophical discussion right now. Like, imagine one of those games that actually ever start like that. You're just doing laundry and some dude like with pink hair just comes out and is like, guess what? You're gonna go ahead and be doing this now. Yeah, this one, I think even if it's fun, I think a lot of people are just gonna be thrown off by the colors themselves. Let alone these names and stuff aren't gonna probably work out very well. Watch, I finally actually upload this video too, and then Rumble trying to sync it is like, yeah, we're never gonna do that one, fam. Yeah, that's not N, just recolored.
Now, from the mind of solo developer Josh Forty comes Eternal Exodus, releasing soon on PC and all 3 major consoles.
I like that sword dude though. That looks pretty cool.
Eternal Exodus, you're dead, and just woke up in hell. The afterlife is
You have made very poor life choices. You begin this game in hell, and you're already gave up.
except for one little thing. Demons roam the lands,
Well, yeah, it's hell.
but that's okay.
It's okay. You're in hell. And there's demon roaming around. It's good. It's all good.
Those demons. But doing so will put you at odds with the Crown, a pseudo-governmental organization that controls much of the world and doesn't support private citizens' right to protect themselves with these subjugators. To evade the Crown's pursuit, you'll have to band together with a ragtag crew of mercenaries who strive to confront the Empire head-on.
Tyrannical government
And if you're
in
going
hell. Say it ain't so.
Inspired by features in the Shin Megami Tensei franchise, you're able to fuse together demons into more powerful species, passing on both spells and passive abilities.
I've noticed that there's a lot of inspiration from the
But
Shin
not
Megami
only
Tensei
that,
series for a couple of
what makes
these.
this game an especially unique entry in the monster taming genre is that you can craft weapons and armor for your demons, customizing them even further by boosting their strengths and filling in for their weaknesses. Eternal Exodus is sometimes called the Indie Shin Megami Tensei game due to its darker theme and rich fusion mechanics, but the game's inspiration is rooted in other JRPGs as well. Final Fantasy is one of these influences. You'll immediately hear that influence in the soundtrack, which consists of nearly 30 catchy, melody-driven songs, composed by the developer and heavily inspired by the work of Nobuo Uematsu. The story has also been likened to that of a Final Fantasy game, with an epic, character-driven.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google a lot of these guys' like responses. Like some say this and some say that. I've never heard this game in my life, even though I probably is because I'm not in the community very often. But I gotta like
influence in its massive world
check,
map,
no,
as
fact
well as
check
side
that.
quests to discover and mini-games to play. Eternal Exodus is a multilingual game, playable in English, Spanish, and Japanese. But what's particularly unique is that it's the first game that actually helps you learn new languages, because you can play in 2 languages at once. If you're learning Spanish, for example, you can play the game in Spanish, while having the English translation at the bottom of the screen.
That doesn't help
in
with
case
most
there's a
people who
word
have
or phrase you don't
subtitles.
understand.
Just saying.
The same is true if you're playing in Japanese.
That's a bold assumption of the people who play these games are gonna be like, I'm gonna do this just so I can learn. I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's right. The entire game will be voice acted. We're also working on Spanish voice acting as a possibility. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out Eternal Exodus when it launches sometime in the coming months on PC, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One. Please consider taking a moment to wishlist it on Steam to get a notification on its release, or sign up to the newsletter by going to eternalexodus.com.
I think they get it. I don't know what's going on with the whole wish listing thing. I've noticed it quite often. I think somebody gets a bonus doing that now. Nope, I saw Roblox. I don't care. I'm not going down there. I'm not going down there. Water dog. Kirby. Kirby is playable in Roblox now. arcs worth. Nah, that's not heavily inspired by Pokemon Legends Arceus. You know, like a lot of the things that tease us of like, look at all the places you can go. Like, yeah, that'd be great for exploratory games, like adventure games. But I'm like, I'm not. I want to see like how the game's supposed to actually play. You're just showing me like environments and stuff, and I'm not feeling that. You know, I'm okay with these fix how fusion works. I'm okay with like these weird abstract like character designs too, if like the people actually own up to it instead of just like, oh, it's so unique because it's kind of like Pokemon, and then like make some oddball Pokemon looking ones. Like, I don't know, it just seems weird to me when they have that. Just like own up to your creepiness. That'd just be great. Insert common coffee meme here. Unlich. I don't know about you, but just adding un to something doesn't make you not the thing. It's like, you're a monster. No, I'm an unmonster. Deep. Still look like a bat, though. I'm gonna sit there like, maybe if I just edit the Final Fantasy VI sprites, nobody will notice.
Next up, we have upcoming monster taming games that offer a distinctive twist, push the boundaries, or challenge the conventional norms of traditional monster taming experiences.
See, this is probably the section that the whole reason why I'm kind of influenced on actually doing this direct, not just a direct one-to-one copy of Pokemon. Like, I want to see some unique changes and like stuff that makes them unique. This kind of gives me a Magnum Lord vibe, just very side-scrolly, but like kind of rigid in that essence too. I just stole your kid and put it in a Pokemon card. Grapes murder people now. It's been confirmed. Growlmon, what are you doing, dude? If there's gonna be a game out there that kind of plays like Lost Kingdoms from the GameCube, dude, I'd be all about it. Monsters playing monster cards. Who would have thought? Extra meta. I could see this as like they're being so broken because they just make the build so impossible for one side. I could see that happening. That right there took me back. The little card pages right there. Even the original Pokemon trading card game video game on the original GameCube, or not GameCube, the Game Boy Color. That was they also had something similar to that. Kind of interesting. I'm surprised they haven't made a new one since then. They'd kind of do that weird online one, which is just not that exciting. Isles of Swaps.
Hello, Monstertainment Direct 2023. Pat here. I'm excited to go over what I've been working on and using the Kickstarter money for in the past year. So let's get into it. If you don't already know, Gremlin's Tale is a third-person real-time monster-taming game.
It's just like Murder House, Pikmin, but with monsters.
I showed you all the models for these gremlins you can see me playing with on screen. Since then, I got them fully animated and functioning in-game. After our successful Kickstarter,
Just
I've been
punch
putting a large
ducks.
chunk of
That's
money
what you
for
do.
speeding
Go
up
around
Gremlins
punching
library,
ducks.
making tons of models with artists. I'll be showing off a handful of these while I explain, but it's only a fraction of all the models done. I've also been doing tons of design stuff. There's so
Is that like
many
just
wacky,
rows of teeth?
cool abilities and moves I've been designing, and the riding abilities as well. I can't wait for you guys to get to see them. This is Leaf's new model, by the way. I can't wait to get animating this thing because I'm going to be able to sort of rework the locomotive system again, rebalance all the platforming, make the monster...
Those effects kind of look cool, though. Not gonna lie, I kind of like that.
As far as code
T-posing for
goes, 4 months,
asserting of
refined the
dominance.
entire Gremlin system, and I'm pretty much finished with it. It's not a change that can be seen that much by you guys, but it is a big one, trust me. Some bugs will be fixed, there'll be some quality
That's an
of life
interesting
demo
one. I like that
things,
design.
and most
Like
importantly,
designs like
well,
this, just be like, nah, we're not gonna pretend to be Pokemon. We're just gonna be like this weird, goofy thing instead. This is more what I would like to see. Like these designs are hilarious. I'm all about that.
My community will probably especially enjoy this, but all the starter final evolutions are modeled, and here they are. We've got Curtis Savage, our Might type starter,
Looks like a DeviantArt artist.
Hump Intelligence, our Mental type starter, and lastly, Ginjustice, our Charm type starter. One last
Gingerbread Man Justice.
Ta-da! It's Mother Goose, our first revealed legendary. I haven't quite figured out a good name for her yet. And of course, she's fully modeled. For our legendary gremlins, we're basing them off of certain collections of tales or authors. She will be Wind and Life type. I hope you like her design, and hopefully this wasn't too acid dumpy for everyone. I just kind of wanted to show
I
you
kind of like
what's
that,
going on
honestly.
with this
Like,
Thanks for listening.
not the whole acid dumping. I know it gives me kind of an idea what their style is gonna be like. I'm not sure. This kind of looks like one of those free games you get in the box of cereal right now. This is just all the still art being forcefully animated. Imagine trying to evolve and become a hot dog. Montabi? Montabi.
Welcome to Doodle Dice Monsters. Here we see a trainer in their natural habitat, happily drawing a new Doodlemon to add to their roster. When satisfied with their creation, they name their new friend and head off to the battlefield. Unfortunately for them, their combat prowess proves to be less than that of their opponent, and they
Kind of has like a D&D style here with this thing,
as per the
actually.
rules, now gets to claim a defeated Doodlemon.
Like even with the art style and stuff, I could see that.
Chooses the recently drawn Doodlemon. The victor returns to their kingdom and enters the factory, where they summon their new mon, only to lift.
How much do you want to bet? Like, there's gonna be so many peens gonna be drawn for this thing. It's just gonna be Wang battles from here on out.
Mystery mate, perfectly suited for another Doodlemon to munch on.
Yeah,
Experience.
delicious.
Download the Doodle Dice
I
Monsters
could see
app
this being
or with
so
just
much
a
memery
Steam
going on with
tag.
it.
And join the Discord via doodledicemonsters.com or via the link on the Steam page to participate in giveaways and keep up with development.
Oh, that kind of looks cool. I don't know. That's how you get me. Just flashes and stuff right there. Shapeshifter action RPG. I'm not sure how this was Beast Tamery or Pokemon-y, but I'm about it. It's kind of got that pseudo Diablo vibe. I'm about to play that. I like that. I like the effects and stuff. It looks pretty cool. Dragolum. Honestly, I'm actually surprised there hasn't been like action RPGs where it's just like dinosaur survivalism like this, actually. Surprised it just wasn't an idea. Well, that is some early stuff going on right there.
Hi, I'm Q, and I'm here to explain what Dreamcatcher is. The game itself is an open-world, fairly hands-off kind of game, and
Everyone's a
you'll
psychic.
find yourself within the dreamscape. From there, you can go anywhere and explore as you please, provided you're strong enough, or it can sneak past the monsters. You may even occasionally find a boss blocking a door, solve a
Kind of like a
puzzle,
Pokemon
or for the
meets
most part, you're just exploring this strange world. The only
Mega Man
monster's
Battle
goal
Network.
in this game is to defeat the psychics and solve the game's mysteries. The psychics are dreaming people just like you, but they can shape the dreamscape with their minds, and essentially are controlling their own zone. Unfortunately, you're also a psychic, and your ability is to copy the other psychic's abilities. How convenient. To explore the dreamscape, you'll have to fight these little guys. The battle takes place here, and you have 9 grids your monsters have access to, and so do your enemies. So think carefully, or you might accidentally cripple your team. Now, you might have noticed that some
That's actually kind of
monsters have
respectable.
alternative
Trying to keep the
colors. What you might not
pseudo
know is that
shiny,
every
keeping it
single
like,
individual part of a
you know,
monster can be
within
an
theme, because there's
alternative
been stuff like on
color. Not
Pokemon
only
where
that,
it's like
but
an
every
awesome
shows
color, and then he finally evolves to the
that
final
you
evolution,
can
and it's just
probably
gray
based on
or an
how
off
close the
orange.
color is to the default color. And if you breed 2 oddly colored monsters together, you might just combine their colors together. No random mutations will occur while breeding, but you don't always get the result you expect. And yes, the colors do stay after evolution. Each monster can go down a different evolutionary
Just
path.
stealing your
Each path
souls.
has its own different
Straight up
requirements and
Raziel
harnesses
Soul
your
Reaver
resources
style
for
right
each
there.
preference. Dreamcatcher is currently in early access and has a free demo available on Steam. And there's a little over 70 monsters in the game and much more to come.
Flame-throwing eel. You know, there's a couple of these games that are just like really rough and really early. That it's gonna be really hard to kind of like give you a fun like an actual response. You know, like I don't want to sit here and just like trash because it's like all blocked out and stuff for animations, and you know it's all like early access, like early access experience, and everything's all kind of like chunky looking. You know, so I don't want to make it. I don't want to judge it too much, like, but I'm gonna have to see like more on some of these, like, legitimately.
Hey guys, I'm Mobile, assistant producer of the game Cubers, and here with me is Fabio, our producer. We are here today to present to you what are our next steps on the development of our game. For those who don't know already, Cubers is an open world monster taming game. Yet,
Kind of like those towers. Those towers kind of look cool. There really wasn't much I can see about this game so far.
On the combat aspects of the game, but the next steps are going to be a little bit different.
Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantastic Monster Taming Direct today. Before we start, our initial idea is to deliver new content for the Alpha ASAP. This is what we're calling Alpha Part 2, and we would like to share a little bit about it.
First things first, we're going to talk about the exploration. Every open world game needs some sort of exploration, questing, and other activities.
I'm actually surprised Pokemon hasn't added some kind of seasonal system again too. Night and Day is apparently very hard for them to do as well.
Testing the exploration and other systems, but there are many contents that will be added further down the line. We intend to make regions smaller but more meaningful. The next thing we want to talk about is biomes and seasons. Biomes are regions certain cubers live. Cubers more related to fire may or may not live in a frozen area, for example.
This can change depending on the seasons of the year, weather, in-game events, and other stuff. Going into the right area during the right time is fundamental to capture.
Yeah, a lot of people who do like feedback for beta and alpha games, dude, mad respect to them, because they're the actually ones that are actually doing anything for it. Because there's so many people who will play a game as if it's an early access, and then they'll sit there, this game sucks, and it's just like, you're supposed to report stuff so we can make it better. No, these bugs were horrible, but never report on them. It's tragic.
We're improving the beta system using all the information acquired from Alpha Part 1. Feedback was and still is very important in this matter. I'd like also to thank everyone who dedicated some time to give their opinion. It means a lot to us, guys, seriously. Moving on to the next topic, the capture system. You can expect this to be one of the main focus to test on this new alpha, since we want to try a lot of ideas to make capturing cubers more engaging. We don't have much to show about it right now, since we are taking every step needed to make it correct. There's a lot of planning to do, since this mechanic connects the entire game together.
It wouldn't be a monster taming game without it.
Man, this direct is so long too. Holy crap. Thing's an hour long, and we're almost through it finally. But I didn't expect it to be this much.
I hope you guys like to know a little bit more about our game.
If we grabbed your curiosity, we're going to record a more in-depth video about our development plans soon. So follow Cubers on Instagram, Twitter, and join our Discord for more.
See you soon!
Digimon fan games. Yep, that's gonna be like a Kevin Street signature right there.
Variants that the just showcased games bring to the table. I and many others love RPGs and turn-based games, but it's absolutely great to see how many
Lifestyle and raising.
exist. And I think it's extremely important that we support innovation in the genre. Speaking of innovation, one thing I've always loved about Monster Taming and its community is the dedication to fan games. And while Pokemon fan games are covered by our friends over at the EV Expo, we do have a brand new Digimon fan game to show off that I think most of you will probably not yet.
Enhanced Tamagotchi.
Barry has a few more games to showcase, so stay tuned.
Explore the fusion of monster training and everyday life in Monster Taming game, where nurturing and companionship hold as much significance as battles. Embark on an adventure that emphasizes growth and bonds.
I don't know if anybody like. Do people really just visit and like start their PC games for like a lifestyle Tamagotchi thing? Because I kind of figured that sort of thing works when it's like a portable little, drop in, drop out type of gameplay type of thing. So. Oh, it's another one of those, like, just top down, no other instance stuff going on. Revive, I guess I'll join you. Very anime-esque storyline right there. Bug pets. I mean, maybe I should invest myself into some pets that are insects around this mausoleum. Should have those Leia fro buns again. Just really upset the internet.
So be with me. Also sorry when some things will sound cringe. I did my best to do a voiceover, but it's not the typical thing I do as game dev.
A starter blob.
Create your character. After you select one of the two presets, you can customize to your liking. There are tons of options like skin, hair, and eye colors, and also different outfits and hairstyles.
you actually have to warm it up. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. You don't just squish monsters with violence like Billy and the Giant Egg. You literally have to just lay on it. Good luck, Ghost, trying to ever like hatch anything in this game.
If you wonder what a blob is, that's how the monsters are called. In Over Magica, you don't catch blobs, but hatch them out of eggs you find. We go with a forest type here. Let's hatch it. Ed is giving a lot of love to the egg here. Oh, it's ready. Let's see what's inside. It's our first blob. You start the game with a tent and a pretty rundown farm. We will do first some farming by hand with our tools, and then I show you how your blobs can make your life way easier. But first Ed needs to pet the blob. Now let's get some work done. We loosen up the ground, plant some seeds.
Let's do pet violence, blob violence to everyone. Everyone's on board with that. Everyone in this town. Everyone woke up and chose violence. That's hilarious.
Let's use our rock block to loosen up the ground so we can plant some seeds. We can also use the sprinkler ability of the turtle block to water all our crops faster. After the farming, I want to show you now the battles in Over Magica. You can challenge every NPC you meet to a battle.
A couple of those Monster Rancher vibes in that, though.
But it's in strategic active time battle.
Not sure if it's a good or bad thing, but there it is.
Decide wisely when to
Do what you wish with that.
place in your position on the time bar to avoid or land a critical hit. There are tons of skills and status effects which can grant you the upper hand. After defeat, NPCs level up and will be stronger in your next battle, so there is always a challenge awaiting. You can level up your blobs with battles, but also by caring for them. Give them their favorite food.
Get excited,
Play
Kevin.
some of the mini games to make your blobs strong and happy.
Got Digimon going
There's
on.
a lot of more content in Over Magica, like romance, dungeons, fishing, seasons, festivals, and.
No, it's literally, it's legitimately Digimon, not just like half-heartedly. It's straight up. It's straight up Digimon.
I wish all viewers a lot of fun with the following awesome content.
Next, we are going to dive into our Digimon fan game, where familiar creatures meet innovative gameplay in a nostalgic adventure.
Welcome to the Taming overview, the pre-alpha version. We're gonna start looking at the egg hatching mechanic. So you're gonna get new Digimons every time you start on your run in this game. Each Digimon is gonna be able to evolve according to the requirements that you will see.
Now merge them.
So these resources that you see here, well, that one is for dragons. So in every single island, you're gonna find different resource, or in every step of the game, or a different zone or area, you're gonna find a new one.
I think that's a major problem with a lot of these that are in the direct, and it's not like an actual like genuine problem. It's just for a lot of people who are probably seeing this stuff, it's gonna be a lot of people just like judging a lot of these games very, very harshly. Like I can't give this a full like memery joke thing all the time as much as I want, but at the same time, like the reality is I can't give a straight answer to a lot of this stuff. Like it's really still early, and I'm still like trying to process a lot of that. Is like we're gonna probably need more work on that stuff, man.
Your main area. So you're gonna see that in this case we have the raid island, but then we're gonna have the greenhouse island that we already showed. So this is gonna depend on the run that you're gonna have. Essentially, we're gonna have in this case new resource.
I know a lot of people really like a lot of Digimon characters and stuff. Like honestly, for me, it's always been pretty basic. Like I think one of my favorite Digimon are probably like Agumon. That's basically it.
Then we have other kind of islands, like the one that is gonna be spawning in a bit. So this is essentially
I'm none of one of those Renamon nonsense.
Related to that. So it's gonna have resources. It's gonna have other Digimons as well. So this is kind of the main hook of the game. And that is it. So right now we are just starting with this game. You can join us in the link that you saw, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the stream.
Alright, so for those that have been keeping track, we've showcased 28 brand new pieces of Monster Taming content for you. So with that, we are coming towards the final section of our 2023 Direct, that being announcements and updates. We've got a sequel game announcement, we've got some updates coming, a release date for a really cool Digimon-inspired game, and more. So let's check them out and end things off with a bang.
There we go. Photo Geist. This is one of the games I've talked about a couple of times on our podcast and kind of promoted it quite a bit. Like this has so much like weird character and flair that's just really awesome. I've been watching these guys for quite some time. I'm excited about them. I love the little dudes that they actually have. It's kind of like a mix of like ghosts and poltergeists and yokai. There we go. Words are hard, apparently, but I really like how they've been making a lot of these guys. It's like weirdly, it's like a Pokemon Snap meets like Pokemon Battle type of situation, but like everything seems really cool. I like the characters. I've seen it get from just a weird like farm with a little barn, and it's like been watching it just kind of build from there, and it's blowing me away, man. I'm excited. Like, this is one of those games that, like, literally makes the whole direct that I'm watching worth it. And it's like one of those games you genuinely have to keep an eye on. Like, I feel like there's a lot of promise here because the dude was able to actually even make a good presentation to kind of show off what everything means in his game. And you kind of get this idea like, oh, it's exploration, it's Pokemon Snap, it's Pokemon Battle. Like, you can get that, where a lot of the other things that are early in development are just still so rough. So this is mad. I like that. And Evo monsters, I don't know. I got to transition to something else, a new topic. This is very obvious, like, Digimon inspired. It really is. You can see it. Has guns. And already working on a sequel.
A new update to Familiars.io is available now. What are these new portal things around?
IO, like itch.io and stuff, has some really interesting like concept games out there. It's kind of goofy when you kind of dig deep enough. You get some really weird ones in there. Like ones that's like, seems like, I'm not sure if that's considered a game, but like other people just like play it as weird concepts and stuff that's just really good to try out.
Familiars.io is a free browser game, which you can play right now. Just open your browser and go to www.familiars.io. It even plays really well in your phone's browser. And yes, it is completely free. Doesn't even ask for your email or anything to log in. And it's online multiplayer. So just get in, start playing with us after the direct. Because for the next 24 hours only, the spawn rate of rare familiars will be tripled. See you there.
Dun 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 dun. Oh, this one looks kind of interesting too, actually. This like last third, man. They're just like coming out some pretty interesting ones. I kind of like the style that's going on here. Nostalgia bait. Holy crap. Ooh, permadeath. Basically, you can make your Nuzlockes right there. That's all right. I'm actually surprised there hasn't been somebody who made something as close to Pokemon as possible and like just have a innate built-in Nuzlocke mode for them. I'm surprised nobody's done that. Like, so kudos to them to kind of like address it like that. That's pretty cool. Abomination, but everything's way too cute. Everything the characters look like what is it? What are they called? Squishmallows designed them.
Megami Nation will be releasing on Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X on September 28th. Pre-orders will be
Rest in peace, PlayStation 5, dude. Like, I've been seeing this more and more happen more and more, like, as time progresses. Whatever Sony did just, like, really screwed the pooch, man. Like, rest in peace, dude.
So yeah, some pretty awesome.
Can't believe there are already leaks about a PS5 Pro, and I can't even get the original one out the door.
Extra special thanks to the developers who did submit, and to my co-host Barry Bandit for helping me out with this. Seriously, guys, make sure you support these lovely people as they truly deserve it. Again, you can also subscribe to this channel for daily monster taming content, and don't forget to like and share, as it will help to increase the direct's reach. And with all that being said, we will see you guys next time.
Hold up, buddy.
What?
How many submissions?
One more thing.
Why are you interrupting me? I said 34, did I not?
You've been eating those damn mushrooms from the garden again, haven't you?
Listen, what I do with my mushroom in my house is my business, sir. Oh,
Drug references.
Yeah. Okay.
One more thing.
We do have one more thing to showcase that I'm pretty sure a lot of you will be excited.
I swear, Nintendo really like cemented that. Even like super rare games, and even like Sony and other like weird directs that don't even tie to Nintendo or the Switch or anything, all have to do that one more thing now. It's fucking hilarious. I guess the environment's cool. Okay, I'm seeing some more stuff. Those are kind of cool. Basic crow. Or hawk. Probably hawk. No, I can't handle it. Abort. What? A Smash reference too. Okay, you know what? That concept alone, I'm surprised is also is a thing. I'm on board. I'm on board with that. Being able to actually like just play the Pokemon where you fight each other with, basically, I'm surprised that has not happened in like even indies and stuff. So I'm on board with this. I support this idea. Let's roll with that. Although a lot of characters look like they just come out of Sword and Shield. Ew. Well, that's pretty cool though. I kind of like that. I like the animations. They're very smooth too. Like from a game designer's perspective, that's pretty cool. Kindred Fates. I'll keep an eye on that. That looks pretty cool. Alright, so that was the end of the Monster Taming Direct, brought to you by a channel called Gym Leader Ed. This was the first time I've ever heard of him. I literally got to see this kind of hinted at a couple of the indies I used to like watch over on Twitter. So, you know, if you like this type of stuff, you like the Pokemon nonsense and all that, go ahead and check his stuff out. My feedback to this is this was severely long. I feel like this thing was like, it was packed full of a lot of stuff, but I feel like a lot of the games could be like given a little bit more time in the oven so we could actually see some type of concepts that we can understand while we're watching it and like really chew on some of that. and like just hope that like those people who actually did represent that kind of get something underneath their belt to kind of really show off something next time. But I feel like a lot of those games were like really too early to kind of be like judging on, and with something like this, it does give a really bad first impression, because the internet is like a den of wolves, man. Like they will tear that stuff up, and like I can't even give proper feedback to it, even when I'm trying to be reactive to it, because it simply was just not enough there to even be like giving a theory on what it'll be. But overall, like there was obviously a couple interesting announcements. The stuff that was right at the end, that last third was actually pretty good, so I like that. But next time, I really hope that like next year, if they do this and I'm gonna do this again, hopefully it's a lot shorter. This takes forever. It takes quite some time. I don't think a lot of people are ready to kind of sit through a lot of this and then just get pockmarked with a bunch of like really early build concepts that people not sure if they really want to really work out. Other than that, it was a pretty decent thing. The recordings need to be a little bit louder so I can actually hear them. But other than that, it was decent. The games looked pretty good, especially the ones that look like they could be released in a year and be like something you can really chew on. Obviously, I'm gonna simp for the Photogeist game again. Like, honestly, generally check those guys out, follow them. They are well aware in developing something that could be truly special in the indie scene. Outside that, I'd like to thank you guys all for sticking around this long and arduous journey across a direct that I didn't even know existed. If you liked our content, just give us some feedback if you want to see more of this, and like, subscribe, and share. And as always, we will see you on the other side.